Hey Aries, I just pulled cards for you about where your intuition is guiding you most strongly right now, and honestly what came through is absolutely fascinating. Before we dive in, I want you to know this reading showed me 10 really significant points on your journey, and each one revealed something important about how your inner guidance is working right now. So I'm sitting here with your cards, and the first one that came out is strength, and immediately I'm getting this message that your intuition is currently guiding you through a situation that requires incredible patience and inner fortitude. This isn't about forcing anything, Aries, which I know can be challenging for you because you're naturally action-oriented. But what's coming through is that your intuition is specifically asking you to tap into that quiet inner power right now, the kind that doesn't need to roar to be heard. I'm seeing that there's a situation in your life where you might feel like you need to push or fight or make something happen quickly. But your intuition is actually whispering something completely different. It's saying trust the gentle approach, trust the power of compassion even when every fiber of your being wants to charge forward. What's really interesting here is that strength is showing me you're being guided toward understanding that true courage isn't about being the loudest or the fastest. Your intuition knows something you might not consciously realize yet, that the most powerful move you can make right now is the one that comes from a place of calm-centeredness. This card is appearing because you're at a point where your gut feeling is literally trying to redirect your natural instincts towards something more sustainable. I'm getting strong messages about a relationship or a work situation where you've been tempted to just bulldoze through obstacles, but your intuition has been giving you these little nudges. These quiet moments where you pause and think maybe there's another way. Trust those pauses, Aries. Your inner guidance is working overtime right now to show you that patience isn't weakness, and gentle persistence will get you further than aggressive force. The universe is highlighting this particular point on your journey because you're learning a completely new way of being powerful, and your intuition is the compass leading you there. Moving to the second card, and we have Five of Swords, and okay, this is really telling. Your intuition is strongly guiding you away from a battle that you absolutely do not need to fight. I'm seeing that there's been conflict, or there's potential conflict brewing in your life, and your gut has been telling you something that your ego might not want to hear. The message coming through is that winning this particular fight would actually be losing in the bigger picture. Your intuition is at a point where it's practically screaming at you to pick your battles wisely. This card appeared because you're being guided to recognize when walking away is actually the victory. I know that sounds counterintuitive for an Aries who's naturally competitive and hates backing down from anything, but here's what's fascinating about this particular point on your journey. Your inner wisdom has evolved to a place where it can distinguish between battles worth fighting and battles that will only drain your energy and leave you feeling empty even if you win. There's someone or something in your life right now where you've been feeling this pull to prove yourself, to show them, to come out on top. But your intuition keeps giving you this uncomfortable feeling every time you think about engaging. That discomfort isn't fear, it's wisdom. Your inner guidance is operating at such a high level right now that it can see 3 steps ahead, and it knows that this particular conflict will cost you more than you'll gain. The Five of Swords is highlighting a crucial point where your intuition is asking you to be mature enough to let someone else think they won. Because what your gut knows that your mind might resist is that real victory here looks like preservation of your peace and your energy for battles that actually matter. I'm getting strong impressions that this might be related to someone who loves drama or conflict for its own sake. And your intuition has recognized the trap you're being guided toward, understanding that not every challenge requires a response, and sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is simply refuse to play the game. The third card is the Fool, and this is absolutely beautiful, Aries, because it shows that your intuition is guiding you toward a completely fresh start in some area of your life. What's coming through really strongly is that there's an opportunity presenting itself or about to present itself that might look risky or unconventional or even foolish to other people. But your gut feeling about it is strong and positive, and that's what matters. This card appearing in this position tells me you're at a point on your journey where your intuition is encouraging you to take a leap of faith. Not a reckless jump, but a trusting step forward into unknown territory. The Fool energy is all about new beginnings, and what's fascinating here is that your inner guidance has brought you to a place where you're ready for something completely different. Maybe you've been playing it safe for a while, or maybe you've been following a path that made logical sense but didn't quite feel right in your soul. Your intuition is currently working to give you the courage to try something new. I'm seeing that this might be related to a career change or a creative project or even a complete lifestyle shift. The key message is that your gut is telling you it's time to start fresh and that the uncertainty you might be feeling isn't a warning sign. It's actually excitement disguised as nervousness. Your intuition knows that you're more ready for this new chapter than you think you are. What's really powerful about the Fool showing up right now is that it's confirmation that those wild ideas you've been having, those what-if scenarios that seem impractical, they're actually your inner wisdom trying to get your attention. Your intuition is operating at a point where it's willing to guide you off the beaten path because it knows that's where your real growth and joy are waiting. Trust that childlike sense of wonder and possibility that's been bubbling up. Your inner guidance is literally trying to lead you toward an adventure that will completely transform your perspective on what's possible for you. Fourth card is Six of Wands, and the message here is incredibly encouraging. Your intuition is guiding you toward a significant victory or recognition that's coming your way. What's interesting about this card appearing in a reading about where your intuition is strongest is that it's showing me you're at a point where your inner guidance is helping you recognize your own worth and achievements. Sometimes we're so focused on the next goal that we don't acknowledge how far we've come. Your intuition right now is working to help you see yourself through clearer eyes. I'm getting strong impressions that you've been doubting yourself or downplaying your accomplishments. And your gut has been trying to tell you that you deserve the recognition that's coming or that you already have but haven't fully accepted. This card is highlighting a point on your journey where your intuition wants you to stand tall and own your success. There's something you've worked really hard on, Aries, and whether it's gotten external validation yet or not, your inner wisdom knows the value of what you've created or achieved. The Six of Wands energy is about public recognition and triumph. But the deeper message for you right now is about trusting your intuition when it tells you that you're on the right path and doing better than you think. Your gut feeling about a project or a direction you've taken has been positive even when others might have been skeptical, and this card is confirmation that your intuition was absolutely right. You're being guided to a moment of victory and your inner wisdom wants you to be ready to receive it gracefully. Don't shrink back or deflect compliments or act like your success was just luck. Your intuition knows better and it's trying to help you step into a more confident version of yourself who can accept praise without discomfort. The fifth card I pulled is Eight of Swords, and this is revealing something really important about where your intuition is trying to guide you. This card represents feeling trapped or limited by your own thoughts, and what's coming through is that your intuition is strongly working to show you that certain restrictions you feel are actually self-imposed. You're at a point on your journey where your inner guidance is practically shouting that you have more freedom than you think you do. There's a situation in your life right now where you feel stuck or constrained, and you might be blaming external circumstances or other people. But what your intuition knows and is trying to help you see is that the biggest obstacle is your own perception. The Eight of Swords shows a figure who's blindfolded and surrounded by swords, but if they just took off the blindfold, they'd see there's actually a way out. Your intuition is guiding you toward this realization right now. I'm getting impressions of limiting beliefs or fears that you've held onto for so long that they feel like truth. Maybe it's about money or relationships or what you're capable of achieving. Your gut has been giving you these moments of clarity where you suddenly see possibilities you hadn't considered before, but then your logical mind jumps in with all the reasons why it won't work. Your intuition is at a point where it's trying to break through those mental barriers. The message is really clear that you need to question the story you've been telling yourself about what you can't do or can't have or can't be. Your inner wisdom knows that most of your limitations are illusions, and it's guiding you toward freedom by helping you recognize this truth. Trust those moments when you feel a sudden sense of possibility, when you think maybe I could actually do this. That's your intuition working to remove the blindfold. Sixth card is the Lovers, and okay, Aries, this is significant because it's showing me that your intuition is guiding you through a major choice point right now. The Lovers isn't just about romantic relationships, though it can be. It's about alignment and making choices that reflect your true values. What's coming through really strongly is that you're at a place on your journey where your gut feeling is trying to help you make a decision that will have long-term implications. This could be about a relationship where you need to choose whether to commit deeper or walk away. Or it could be about two different paths in your career or life direction. The key thing your intuition is telling you is that this choice needs to be made from your heart and not from fear or logic alone. I'm seeing that you might be overthinking something right now, making pro and con lists, asking everyone's opinion. But your intuition already knows what you want and what's right for you. The Lover's card appearing here is a sign that your inner guidance is operating at a point where it can see which choice will lead to greater alignment with your authentic self. You're being guided toward understanding that some decisions can't be made purely rationally. They require you to tune into what feels right on a soul level. Your gut has been giving you consistent messages about this situation, but you might have been ignoring them because they don't match what you think you should do or what others expect. The universe is highlighting this point because you're learning to trust your intuition even when it leads you toward the less conventional choice. What's really interesting here is that the Lovers is also about integration and wholeness. Your intuition is guiding you toward choices that will help you feel more complete and authentic. Trust that knowing feeling you get when something is right, even if you can't explain why. The 7th card is the Hermit, and this is really beautiful because it shows that your intuition is currently guiding you toward a period of introspection and inner work. You're at a point on your journey where your gut is telling you that you need some alone time or quiet space to connect with yourself more deeply. This might feel uncomfortable for you, Aries, because you're naturally extroverted and action-oriented, but your inner wisdom knows that this withdrawal is necessary for your growth right now. The Hermit energy is about seeking truth and understanding through solitude and contemplation. What's coming through is that your intuition has been nudging you to spend less time in external noise and more time in internal listening. Maybe you've been feeling less interested in social activities lately, or you've been craving time alone without really understanding why. That's your intuition working to create space for important inner work. I'm getting impressions that there are answers you've been seeking, and your gut knows that you're not going to find them by asking other people or searching outside yourself. The wisdom you need right now is already within you, but you need quiet and solitude to hear it. Your intuition is operating at a point where it's trying to turn your attention inward. This card appearing is a sign that you're being guided toward becoming your own teacher and guru. Trust those impulses to cancel plans and stay home, to journal, to meditate, to just sit with your thoughts. Your inner guidance knows that this Hermit phase is preparing you for something important that's coming later. You're being asked to develop a deeper relationship with yourself and your own inner knowing. The external world will still be there when you emerge from this introspective period, but you'll be changed and more aligned with your truth. 8th card is the World, and Aries, this is such a powerful card to appear when we're looking at where your intuition is guiding you. The World represents completion, achievement, and reaching a significant milestone. What's coming through is that your intuition is guiding you toward the culmination of a major cycle in your life. You're at a point where something important is coming full circle, and your gut has been preparing you for this ending and new beginning. The World card is telling me that your inner wisdom knows you're ready to close one chapter and start another. This might be about finally achieving a long-term goal or completing a project you've been working on for years. Or it could be about reaching a level of personal development where you're ready to graduate to a new phase of growth. What's really significant here is that your intuition is operating from a place of knowing that everything that's happened up until now has been leading you to this moment of completion. All the struggles and challenges and lessons have been preparing you for what comes next. Your gut feeling about being on the verge of something major is absolutely correct. The World energy is expansive and victorious, and your intuition is trying to help you recognize that you've earned this moment. I'm getting strong impressions that you might still be focused on what's not working or what you haven't achieved yet, but your inner wisdom is asking you to pause and acknowledge how far you've come. You're being guided towards celebrating completion before rushing into the next thing. This card appearing shows that your intuition is working to help you understand your own journey with more compassion and recognition. Trust that feeling of things coming together or falling into place. Your gut knows that you're exactly where you need to be and that the universe is aligning to support your next level. 9th card is King of Swords, and this is really interesting because it's showing me that your intuition is guiding you toward greater mental clarity and objectivity right now. The King of Swords represents intellectual mastery and the ability to see truth clearly without emotional distortion. What's coming through is that you're at a point on your journey where your inner guidance is helping you cut through confusion and make decisions based on logic and truth rather than emotion or wishful thinking. Your gut has been pushing you to be more discerning and to question things you might have accepted at face value before. This card appearing is a sign that your intuition is operating at a level where it wants you to develop stronger boundaries and clearer communication. I'm seeing that there might be a situation where you've been too accommodating or where you haven't been speaking your truth because you didn't want to hurt feelings or cause conflict. Your inner wisdom is guiding you toward understanding that kindness doesn't mean sacrificing honesty and that real integrity requires you to say what needs to be said even when it's uncomfortable. The King of Swords energy is about leadership through clarity and wisdom. Your intuition is trying to help you step into a more authoritative version of yourself who can make tough calls and stand by them. This might be in a professional context where you need to take charge or make an unpopular decision, or it could be in a personal relationship where you need to establish firmer boundaries. What's really significant here is that your gut is telling you to trust your mental clarity right now. You're seeing situations and people more clearly than you have before, and your intuition wants you to act on that clarity rather than second-guessing yourself. Trust your ability to assess situations accurately and make decisions based on truth and logic. The 10th and final card is Six of Cups and Aries. This is such a tender and meaningful card to close out our reading. The Six of Cups is about nostalgia, innocence, and connections from the past. What's coming through really strongly is that your intuition is guiding you toward healing something from your past or reconnecting with a simpler, more joyful version of yourself. You're at a point on your journey where your inner wisdom knows that you need to revisit certain memories or experiences, not to stay stuck in the past but to retrieve something valuable you left behind. This could be about reconnecting with someone from your past who played an important role in your life. Or it could be about rediscovering passions and interests you had when you were younger before life got complicated. Your gut has been giving you these waves of nostalgia lately, and instead of dismissing them as just sentimentality, your intuition wants you to pay attention to what they're showing you. The Six of Cups often appears when we need to do some inner child healing or when we need to remember who we were before the world told us who to be. I'm getting strong impressions that your intuition is guiding you to forgive yourself for past mistakes or to release old guilt and shame. There's something about your younger self that deserves compassion and understanding, and your inner wisdom is working to facilitate that healing. This card is also about innocence and purity of heart. Your intuition is reminding you that it's okay to approach life with more playfulness and less cynicism. You don't have to be hard and guarded all the time. Trust those impulses to do things just because they bring you joy, even if they seem silly or impractical. Your gut knows that reconnecting with that sense of wonder and simple happiness will actually make you stronger and more resilient. The universe is highlighting this point because healing your relationship with your past and your younger self is essential for moving forward into the future you're creating. So Aries, I just want to take a moment to recap what came through in this reading about where your intuition is guiding you most strongly. We saw 10 really significant points on your journey. First, with strength showing you're being guided toward patience and gentle power. Then 5 of Swords revealing your intuition is steering you away from unnecessary battles. The Fool encouraging you to trust in new beginnings and fresh starts. 6 of Wands confirming your gut feeling about upcoming recognition and victory. 8 of Swords showing your inner wisdom trying to help you see past self-imposed limitations. The Lovers indicating you're being guided through an important choice that requires heart alignment. The Hermit calling you toward necessary introspection and inner work. The World showing you're approaching the completion of a major cycle. King of Swords encouraging mental clarity and truthful communication. And finally 6 of Cups, guiding you toward healing the past and reconnecting with joy. What really stands out to me about this reading is how your intuition is working on multiple levels right now. It's simultaneously helping you process the past, navigate the present with wisdom and clarity, and prepare for significant new beginnings. Your inner guidance is incredibly active and strong at this point in your journey. Trust those gut feelings even when they don't make logical sense or when they ask you to do things that feel uncomfortable or unconventional. Your intuition knows what you need in ways your conscious mind might not fully understand yet. I hope this reading gave you some clarity and validation about what you've been feeling, If any of this resonated with you, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. And remember, your intuition is always working for your highest good even when the path it shows you isn't the easiest one.